I'm going to discuss one of the methods of searching for a title and author for a customer. And in order to do this, I first need to make sure, because I've walked away and somebody else may have needed to use my computer and log me off, I'm going to ensure that I am logged on by looking for my name in the Polaris toolbar, which is there. I will then go to the cataloging section and the text choices, because that's my choice. Other people can use the marbles. I choose the words. And I have a choice here between searching by bibliographic record or item record. The bibliographic record choice, if I have to place a hold for the customer, will give me an opportunity to place that hold at the bibliographic record. This customer is looking for the title Aesop's Fables and the author is Beverly Naidoo. I am going to search by title here in the bibliographic record section. I am going to click on search by, and I am going to just hit the letter T on my keyboard, and that will bring up title. I am then going to type in the for section the title of the book. And I'm going to click on search. I didn't restrict my search any more than that because I want to assure that I have the book in the Riverside County Library system, so one way or another I can get this book for the customer. She said she wanted a specific author, so I am going to want to organize these titles according to author alphabetically. But if I try to do that right now, if I look down here, I will see that only 32 of the 93 records that we have in the system are showing. So we have what we call the karate chop, which is a keyboard stroke, Control, Shift, and A. That's telling Polaris I want to see all 93 of the 93 records. Then I could click in the title bar and alphabetize it by title, or I could click the author bar and organize it by author. Or I could click in the format bar and organize by format, book versus non-book. I'm going to do it by author, so I am going to look down here for the author in question, Beverly Naidoo. There are 2 books by Beverly Naidoo in the system. Now I could also have changed that to all keyword fields and typed the author's name or the translator if it was something that in the classics that had a specific translator, and that's telling me right then and there are 2 items by Beverly Naidoo and 2 records. Now if I double click on that, it's going to give me the bibliographic record that I can show the customer to see if that really is what they're looking for. And then if I go up here to the linked item records icon, or I could go up to the word links and check on that, and that will tell me which libraries have that book and whether it is in or out. That is one way that I can search for an item, a specific item. If I wish to go ahead and place a hold on that item, back here on the bib record, if I click on the place hold icon, I can proceed to place the hold. Now, each of us has developed our own preference for how to find items the fastest way for us, and there are definitely other techniques. This is one that I have found very useful. Another thing that I've discovered is back to searching by title, and I'm going to take it out of keyword search. I like to use exact match implicitly truncated in the type of search, but I could also do it an explicitly truncated search, and I will give you an example. I'm going to put in the title here, The Future, and I'm looking for the book by Al Gore. The Future, if I leave it in the implicitly truncated, brings me up every incident that future appears. I could search out the book in question. It has brought me 68 titles out of 290. I can use the karate chop, which is Control Shift A, and get all 290 of them, and alphabetize by author, and look for Al Gore, and I will have found my item. But that's rather cumbersome, and it's not necessarily the most efficient way to search for it. In this case, if I changed exact match implicitly truncated to exact match explicitly truncated and search, made it a whole lot more reasonable, because now I have only the titles that are the future. So explicitly means exactly what I say it is. Implicitly means I can find it with a lot of my main word in the title, or if I were to go to, instead of subject, search all keyword fields, it is really going to bring me up 1,000 records that have future in there. So we can modify this very quickly. Again, the search method is a personal preference after you've done it for a while and become more familiar with it, whether you use the words or the blue marble for the cataloging. What we can search for and what it gets us is the same.